When Atomic Heart was first revealed back in 2018, it was a showstopper, an impressively detailed and intricate world, all manner of mechanical monstrosities, and stories that appeared to echo one of gaming's greatest achievements, Bioshock. In fact, much of what was shown of Atomic Hearts back in 2018 to its eventual launch in 2023 was designed to make people think that the game was about to take Bioshock's place, or at the very least inspired by it. Well, Atomic Hearts is here now, and let's just say the Bioshock throne continues to be safe. Let's discuss. Before we talk about why and how Atomic Hearts falls short on the promise that they made before release, let's discuss the good, because in fact, there is quite a lot Atomic Heart got right. First of all, its presentation is off the rails amazing. Everything about the massive world is gorgeous, from the dense foliage to the Soviet-era architecture that you will spend much of your time in. The stark contrast between the simple concrete structures and the vibrant lush greenery that surrounds it is handled fantastically. Similarly, every single enemy in the game looks incredible from a graphical standpoint and features some of the most fluid animations I've ever seen in a game. It's less noticeable on smaller enemies, but once you get into boss fights, you're dealing with massive wrecking ball enemies with Doc Ock appendages, you'll really begin to notice. I also had a great time with the combat of Atomic Hearts. The limited ammo design necessitates the players mix it up with standard weapons and powers you obtain throughout the story. Battery power weapons, melee weapons, it's a good mix, and your polymer powers feel appropriately cool and destructive, which you will need because the game is quite hard. The steady power creep from beginning to end as you unlock and upgrade things in your skill tree is masterfully designed. Now for the bad. These things won't ruin the game for many people, but it definitely soured the experience for me. First of all, there's the writing. It's bad, but honestly not all the time. The overarching story is interesting, but the moment-to-moment dialogue and the character representations are bad, bordering on cringe. Every time Agent P3 says something, which is all the time, I wanted to turn the game off. Characters who are framed like they were intended to become fan favorites also fall flat. Now, the game takes a lot of inspiration from the recent Wolfenstein games in the cutscenes and the gravitas it tries to emulate. But without the game's incredible powerful stories backed by excellent writing, it just falls flat. Now, there's also the fact that the first 30 minutes or so, you're not actually playing the game, you're just walking from one long cutscene into the next. And some cutscene feels like they drag on throughout the game. This isn't a new thing for video games. Hideo Kojima games tend to have hours worth of cutscenes, but those usually have people's attention and have things happening. For minutes at a time in Atomic Hearts, you're just staring at a screen where nothing's really happening. Being transported by a floating car at the beginning of the game gives you a view of what Mundfish Studios created and the quality of their graphics, which was nice, but almost the same frame carried on for minutes as you gently float away into the clouds, and that was just the intro. Overall, Atomic Heart is fun, and for an indie studio's first project, it's incredibly impressive. It suffers in a few aspects, probably due to the team's ambitiousness and pride in the project, but those same characteristics brought the game into existence. Atomic Heart was a labor of love, and you can really tell when it works. But when it doesn't, it's just off-putting. But if you're a fan of Bioshock and Wolfenstein, it's at least worth a look. And in my book, that's pretty damn decent. Now, have you played Atomic Heart? Do you agree with this review? Comment below and let me know. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. One of my most recent videos should pop up right here. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Dre, and like always, play on, player. Peace.